Yordano without a walk. How impressive was his stuff tonight?
Very impressive. Again, stayed within himself, repeated his mechanics, executed pitches, just pitched great.
That top of the seventh inning, Witt's play up the middle and Herrera's 5 outs.
Yeah, it was looming very large at the time with the 1-run lead. I mean, it saved a run. And Kell and Wade were the 2 most rested guys that we had down there. And, we knew that we would go, 4 or 5 outs with Kell if we needed it. And then four outs with Wade if we needed it. We just didn't need it with Wade.
Score not indicative of maybe how good this Fulmer kid was. Your thoughts on him?
Yeah, really, really good. I kept thinking to myself, that slider, he commanded it so well. I mean, it's a nasty slider, and he really does a good job of keeping it down and away. I'm thinking, man, this kid never makes a mistake with it, and he got one over the plate to salvage him, give us the 1-run lead at that point. But yeah, he was fantastic.
What more can you say about what Sal's done the last 10, 12
About what?
games? What Sal has done the last 10 or 12 games?
Oh man, I don't know, not really much. The home run was huge. It gave us the lead. We had a couple opportunities early to capitalize, 1 to 2 out opportunity and 1 a bases loaded opportunity that we couldn't capitalize on. And, to get that 1 run, at that point in the game felt like it was going to be really, really big. But, his next at bat when he doubled in the right center field gap, I mean, that was a nasty pitch that just a great piece of hitting to, pick up a couple more runs for us.
And that was the separation you really needed, too. I mean, the big gap between 2 and 4 to nothing.
Yeah, that was huge at that point.
Just double-checking, is Locaine fine? Just
Yeah, he's
take him
fine.
out. Okay.
Well, Sal's fine, too, because I took him out, too. All right, just so you know.
Which
Thank you.
play felt big, too, at the moment, didn't it? I mean,
That play was huge at that time. That ball up the middle. I mean, we haven't seen plays like that this year, where you're sprawled out and you're saving a run, which could have been. I mean, that game smelled like it was going to be a 1-0, 2-1 game all night long until we finally broke it open there. But it was a huge play.
Yordano was pretty much the same level he was against the White Sox last week.
Exactly. No, I mean, just completely within himself. No overthrowing. And when he overthrows, I mean, it's like, his arms bouncing back, his legs flying all over the place. He was completely in control of his mechanics again tonight. So that's back-to-back starts, which is, pretty encouraging.
In a game like that where both pitchers are throwing up zeros, how much of a mental edge does it give the team that can break through first and kind of get that run on the board and kind of get that release? I mean, what does that do for the dugout?
Well, for me, that's huge to break through and get that run, especially, you're going that deep. Both pitchers are throwing great. That it's probably going to be a tightly contested game. And to get that first run just gives you just a little speck of breathing room, which helps. It actually helps. So it was good to get that first run.
and since you guys gave Kendrys those days off for his finger, numbers starting to turn around a little bit with him. Are you seeing the steps you want to see from Morales?
He had a great night tonight. 2 hits, 3-run homer, 3 walks was huge. When he's taking 3 walks, that means that he's starting to see the ball better. He's starting to lay off of pitches that he was swinging at before to get himself out. So those are all great signs.
Oh, go ahead.
What were you hearing about Fulmer? You mentioned the slider. Was it just his command and that breaking pitch? Or?
Yeah, and 96-mile-an-hour fastball with movement. Mixed in some changeups, but 2 different types of sliders. Very, very few mistakes with the breaking ball. Just really does a good job of keeping it down and away. And I kept waiting for him to make a mistake, and he just wouldn't. He wouldn't until finally, Sal got a pitch to hit, but it was pretty impressive to watch.
Thanks.